Good morning, Gobblers.
My name is Molly Kate.
And I'm Uriah Rattan. And these are your morning announcements.
Working in the healthcare field, check your email for a message from Miss Bacon about an opportunity to visit JMU on October 10th for a Healthcare Careers Exposure event. Space is limited, so apply and pick up a permission form from counseling if you are interested. Open to 10th and 12th grade.
If you are interested in joining the brand new Charter of International Theater Honor Society at BHS with opportunities to attend the VTF conference in January for workshops, college auditions, and competitions in theater and tech, come meet in Miss T-Walt's room for a presentation during win time on Friday, September 12th for information and an application.
Ready to audition for The Sound of Music? On Thursday, September 25th, we'll be having our musical interest meeting at 3:15 in the choir room. You can pick up your audition materials, ask questions, and get prepared for the upcoming auditions. Please arrive promptly at 3:15.
The Broadway-Timberville Rotary Club would like to send at least 2 BHS students to an annual Rotary Youth Leadership Awards in December, 5 to 7 at Virginia Tech. This is a great leadership conference to help build self-confidence and learn valuable information and career skills. Students must be at least 16. For more information, please see Miss Morris in the counseling office.
And attention seniors! A rep from Radford University will be visiting Broadway on Thursday, September 18th during advisory. If interested, let Miss Walton know in the counseling department.
We'll be right back, but here's a look at your lunch menu.
What do you know about 9/11?
I know. That seems like such an open-ended.
Welcome back! 24 years ago today, 4 planes were hijacked and used to kill thousands of Americans in the tragic event known as 9/11. GNN reporters interviewed some people about their thoughts on this tragedy. What do you know about 9/11?
I know. That seems like such an open-ended question. I mean, I know a lot about 9/11 and the people who were affected and how it really changed American society from that day on. A lot of things will never be the same as they were pre-9/11.
Well, I'm old enough, I remember it. I was just out of grad school working at the public library in Harrisonburg, and it was a Tuesday morning, I know, because I had Tuesday mornings off, and so I was at home just watching Good Morning America, and I had an apartment in Bridgewater at the time. And so I was, when everything went down, I was scared and alone. My husband was at work. And so I went to Bridgewater IGA just to see other people and, feel like the world was normal. But it didn't really work. Everything was.
What do you know about 9/11?
I know. That seems like such an open-ended question. I mean, I know a lot about 9/11 and the people who were affected and how it really changed American society from that day on. A lot of things will never be the same as they were pre-9/11.
Well, I'm old enough, I remember it. I was just out of grad school working at the public library in Harrisonburg, and it was a Tuesday morning, I know, because I had Tuesday mornings off. And so I was at home just watching Good Morning America. And I had an apartment in Bridgewater at the time. And so I was, when everything went down, I was scared and alone. My husband was at work. And so I went to Bridgewater IGA just to see other people and, feel like the world was normal. But it didn't really work. Everything was weird everywhere. The vibes were off. Everyone was so scared and quiet. So, my sister was in Atlanta at the time.
I know that the World Trade Center fell, and at first they thought that it was an accident, and then when there were more planes, they found out it was not an accident.
Do you know anybody who experienced it, or do you remember your experience?
So I was 4 when it happened, so I vaguely remember, my mom picking me up from preschool and seeing the news and seeing in the newspaper, the iconic photo of the second tower being hit was plastered everywhere, so you couldn't escape it. But as somebody who actually experienced it, one of my history teachers at my school was a fireman in New York during 9/11, and he was one of the ones on the ground, thankfully. So he was helping escort people outside of the World Trade Center to go to stores before the building collapsed, and he managed to make it into a department store himself.
So, I was trying to check in with her, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know anybody personally who was in any of the sites that were affected or injured, thank goodness. Which, now I would, because, so many people are up in Northern Virginia that I'm close to. So, anyhow, we're lucky. My sister works right by the White House now, and you think,
It's a very terrible thing. We lost many lives, but I know that it really brought America together with the tragedy.
How do you think that we could remember those who were lost on this day?
There's a lot of individual things and research you can do, but honestly, if you ever have the opportunity, going to the 9/11 Memorial Museum in New York, I think everybody should experience it at least once. They really did a great job hearing from the families and from the victims themselves and showing the whole event. It is a tearjerker. There are tissue boxes in every room, and I'll be honest, I was a blubbering fool when I was walking through it, and it was a very powerful experience, and I think everybody should, even if you weren't alive and remember. I think it will actually show you the importance of the history by experiencing it.
Thank you.
Well, I think the best way to remember people is just by living your life boldly and not being afraid of things. Keep doing what you want to do, and don't limit yourself because of what might happen.
That's great. Thank you.
I spend time with my family and my friends to really remember the event.
All right, make sure you take some time today to remember the ones that we lost.
And in sports, this afternoon golf travels to Bryce Golf Course for a match against Central at 4. Volleyball takes on Rocktown at home. Very blue-collar theme going on here. JV is at 5:30 and varsity at 7. And FFA travels to Springfield MA for a Big E, and it'll be there until next Thursday. Good luck, Gobblers. Another volleyball game day sponsor has yet to be found, and the 100 tickets from North Mountain Clinic have been used, so until further notice, students will have to pay admission to get in the volleyball games.
Now, here's a look at your weather. Today will be mostly sunny with a high of 80, and tonight clear with a low of 53. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high of 79 and a low of 53 tomorrow night.
Coming up, picture days are on the 24th and 25th.
Uriah, what did the handsome toilet say to the other?
I don't know.
You look a little bit flushed.
Ha-ha! That was a good one. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to check your emails for another announcements. I'm Uriah Rutan.
And I'm Molly Kate Atkins.
Signing off. We will see you next time on Good Morning Gobblers.